instead. Camille going to be the lock-in, laying down the gauntlet here. So again, two champions who, the later we go, are going to get more powerful. That is the Azir and the Camille. But of course, the Azir scaling balanced out by the Aurelion Soul on the opposite.
Pressure. And Linces is doing a good job at the moment of trying to shadow everywhere. I don't think they've actually managed to spot out exactly what Isma's up to, but he knows he's probably topside, so he's going to look for a potential dive.
That could come in. Rahel already retreating. Luan, the only one left under the tower, really not the ideal target. They should just be able to grab another plate here, Karzi. Extra shield coming through. Grub's going to get picked up by SK. Linces locked up briefly by the Zenith.
Spent that gold, but now Niski's here. Isma's shadowing. Linces in the same position though, so you want to take a lot of damage.
Chuck down, he might just die before the play even really starts. Shielding coming down from the Eclipse, the rest of SK now descending. Niski fishing for the angle, flashback, pushing Karzi, catching his flash as well, and down goes the carry. A disaster in the bottom lane, double thumbs up.
Is helpful as actually, it's going to be Niski going top. Looks like the cross map's coming through for SK.
Wave reset, and now top versus bot side, Irrelevant essentially out of mana. Q3 not really going to hit, but it does manage to clip Niski. Irrelevant now going to be in trouble. Photon does a good amount of damage, but there's just too many members top side. Damage is good. Photon nuts. Only now have Vitality been able to trade back and get that Drake. Here, SK crossover to the 6 grub threshold. Vitality are stronger in early skirmishes on paper, so they want to try and take this fight. Excellent ulti onto Rahel to kick things off. Rahel trapped in the back of the pit. Karzi just going to continue to walk forward. Good ulti coming in from VTO, landing onto 3, but that dragon is out of mana. He can fly through the air, though, and he might not need it. Luan starting to burn, starting to fall down. Vitality might not have gotten the grubs, but they got the fight.
Vitality got a huge... Oh, actually, might... a little bit of a nuisance there for Haley. Wasn't sure if he's going to be able to stop that teleport, but Vitality will get 2 grubs. They get a really good engage onto Rahel to start things off just before his cleanse was able to come back up. So the fight with that extra man and Photon being there.
Big thing I want to keep track of in this game. Oh, hold that. Again, slow onto Rahel. Immediate cleanse comes out, but there's just too much damage. Dragon just runs him down. Not going to quite, actually might get the last plate here as well, and that's big. First tower 2, an additional 300 gold for SK. So in terms of net gold, play around the mid lane, they do not want to lose anything on this tower. They know Rahel is out of summoner spells. Handshake coming in delayed, though the lockup onto Hylissang is clutch. The bailout might not be enough for Rahel. So many spears stacking up, and he will finally get taken down. Hostile takeover. Luan running, Isma running, and once again, here comes VTO. Here comes Photon. Split pushing continues to be the answer for,
because he's the one that they've invested all these resources in.
Definitely. VTO also only continuing to stack as these fights happen. He needs to finish this. Wind becomes lightning. Isma can go over the wall. Should smite it and take it away. Oh, it was dangerously close to Niski. Just leave.
Taking the turret. The biggest issue is one that you already talked about is... Oh, hang on.
Handshake there. Immediate ulti to follow. Linces getting lower, but Irrelevant already now in the pit. He is going to use his ulti. Luan coming in. Rahel waiting over the wall. Ulti going down for VTO. Going to find 2 members locked up. Niski trying to find the angle to push them back in. Flashback does not connect on the dragon, though. Linces immediately retreating.
Match the play from Vitality. Now they get the mid lane. And Photon has to walk his way from that bottom lane all the way to mid, but I think the play may have already fizzled over Rahel. Yeah, there they go. We'll need to get the tower.
Tower falling. And again, for so many...
And set up for a quick pick. So this is definitely where you might be setting up vision for us.
Stun onto Isma. We'll try to get the ultimate off. So far, the CC layered beautifully. Isma immediately going to heal up a little bit more, courtesy of the Sundered Sky, but should just get dropped down here. Jungler deleted, and now Vitality want to keep going. Luan running for his life. Rahel lays down a bit more poke. Powered Blast Cone, the Chemtech Blast Cone can't take Luan out. He takes his time to make sure
the mid tower gone as well. You can still see Irrelevant pushing in that top side, trying to answer for something, but you know, errors coming through on the SK side.
Soul point, Lince is here. They have vision. Is he willing to flip it here? No, the answer, not going to fully skill to interrupt an abundance of cooldowns.
You've no TP on video,
now
though.
Niski's getting caught out. Every single side lane really committed to over-pushing here on the side of SK, but now perhaps it's Karzi who has been caught out. Luan waiting over the wall. Nice lock up on the solar flare, and Irrelevant turns it right back. The TP from Niski.
For SK on the top side of the map. So Niski ends up baiting in Vitality, and Irrelevant once more.
Keeps going. More poke onto Hylissang. Dies before he can even use the bail of damage, but SK can't just turn off the objective and start the fight. Big chunk of the damage initially, and that's the empowered ultimate from VTO coming in. Niski going to flash backwards. Rahel now stepping up a bit more damage. Photon could isolate the 80 carry, but Rahel just flashes over the wall. Eyes on the prize. He deletes the dragon, but it's Photon now trying to turn it back. Not strong enough to kill Irrelevant. Isma on the edge, but will get taken out in the end. Photon, the hero play to stop the Baron from going down. To fall back on, because SK got the previous Drake. Now looking to lock up Irrelevant and pick him layer the CC perfectly, but no, the Hextech Ultimatum comes in. Pullback coming in from Photon as well. They take favor. It's all in the smite. It's all in the execution. SK, are they willing to take the fight at a man disadvantage? Photon zoning, trying to keep the jungler out of the pit. They want to delete Isma once again. That ultimate doing nothing. Vitality focused on the objective. Clean calls here in the moment. Niski waiting over the wall. Wants to bring it back. Vitality stop there. Baron can. SK do the same. Niski off to the side. Unstoppable now. The interrupt coming in from Photon. Pushback is good. Ulti not going to connect on anybody, but Niski's already dead. Vitality can just continue to hit the objective. Vitality should just take the Baron here, but it's taking a damn long time. 4 seconds on Irrelevant. He does have the TP up and available. SK, how crazy are they? Just continue to channel. Objective down. Vitality like that. Swing the...
SK really can't threaten too much with Irrelevant, but they are going to threaten with Niski, who is eyeing up that tier 2 on the bottom side. So honestly, trade for that mid tower, not the end of the world, and he can keep going for the inhibitor. Has the 4 Void Grubs.
Has 4 Void Grubs, can keep pushing as you highlighted, but will probably lose the inhibitor here. Vitality should just step up and take this. Don't want to overcommit. You can see recalls coming in for VTO now to make sure that he can defend the inhibitor. No TP for Niski. No empowered recall means if Vitality get aggressive here, the Azir will not be involved. Ultimately, SK, though, going to respect it, will pull back. VTO has to find the angle in the 1v1 to stop Niski from taking this, so I just don't think that he can. Tower goes down, the one stepping forward, Irrelevant still off to the backside. The entire fight split. Isma trying to find the angle, trying to buy a bit more space to continue the pressure from Niski, but it's going to cost him his life. Isma should just die again here. SK delaying, SK stalling, SK buying time, but they give up 2 just to stop the push from going any further. And in the meantime, Photon is still stepping forward, is still pushing. VTO can TP into this lane. Vitality might just try to go for the throw here. Niski's going to be on the way. The recall finally going to come through, but the TP coming through even faster from VTO. They've already locked up Irrelevant. Hextech ultimatum, not going to buy him any more space. Photon the one to step up again in the clutch. This Kazante has been everything for Vitality. Niski going to whip completely. Vitality, can they afford to go for the end here? 2 inhibitors has to be enough. Blinking health bars, but if any team is going to keep pushing, it's Vitality. Rahel wants to make the difference himself, wants to turn it back again. Health bars blinking, but Rahel takes...
And now their base is in complete shambles with the dragon going across.
That's a flashback to spring, isn't it? VTO still a couple stacks away to the next charge on the empowered ultimate. We'll see if he can get it before Baron spawns. You know, go for blood. They don't want to just sit and scale and stall and wait, but again, as long as Vitality don't make a mistake here, doesn't matter. Ulti's chained beautifully. Niski starting to auto-attack his entire team. Have they ever pushed though? The pushback. Niski now able to make it out. Pull back from Photon is good. Isma now going to be in trouble with Irrelevant. Now following up. Overextension briefly from the side of Vitality. They get nobody in the exchange. They got a couple cooldowns. Vitality don't want to overcommit though. Happy to just test SK, hoping to bait the TP out of Niski, it looks like.
Yeah, because then they can start to open up on bot side with having that TP advantage themselves, but they've committed to this now.
Recall, hostile takeover over the wall. Isma, he can't get over. The Berserk coming through. They need to finish this one. Photon flashes over. He gets him out of the pit, and down goes the objective, but now it's Irrelevant on the backside. Instantly interrupted, instantly knocked up, instantly pushed back, but Irrelevant still stays standing. Karzi deleted, and in the clutch, in the fight, it is all on Photon. Kazante one more time, one more copy pasta, but today the words are not in his favor. Not unstoppable enough. SK take the exchange.
Niski had to make amends after leaving that top inhibitor bare, but manages to make a huge play in the river. Photon took out Isma, but left his team for dust, and Niski saw his opportunity. Rahel diving into the backline, and what looked like Vitality finding the win they needed. Now maybe SK taking their spot.
For the first time since 2015, SK, so many different names, different faces, different iterations over the years. But they will lock first in the LEC regular season. Lin says the rest of the team powerless to stop them. SK, the best team in the LEC regular season.